Many years ago, there was a man who had to travel many hundreds of miles on foot. Having never ventured so far from home, he was concerned that he might stray from the trail, become lost, and fall prey to bandits or wild animals. And so he sought the advice of an experienced traveler. Maybe he should take maps and a compass. The traveler told him not to worry. To get to his particular destination, all he needed to do was to memorize the name of his destination, and along the trail he would find signposts clearly indicating where he wanted to go to. The traveler set out with confidence, and sure enough, before long he came to a fork in the road. He looked up and saw his destination clearly indicated. Smiling to himself, he took the road that was signposted, and thus it continued, day after day. He'd been traveling for about a week, when one day he came to a crossroads of 5 different trails, and there was no signpost. He was gripped with panic. Which way to go? He'd planned his rations very carefully, and he knew that he only had enough water to get him to his next destination. He couldn't go back. He started to panic. But then he saw there was a signpost. It was lying on the ground. He rushed over to it and started to replace it in its hole, and then he realized he'd no way of knowing which direction the signpost was supposed to point to. He sank to the ground in tears of despondency. And then it struck him. He jumped up, took the signpost, put it back into the hole, and he pointed it to the place from which he'd just come. Now he knew exactly which road to take. In today's world, where nothing seems certain, it's easy to become despondent. Where's God? Where's sanity? Where are we going? If you know where you've come from, you know where you're going. The Jewish people have been given the world's best travel guide. It's called the Torah. God wrote the Torah in such a way that it contains all the instructions that we'll ever need to reach our ultimate destination. The word Torah itself comes from the word hora, which means instructions. The Mitzvot of the Torah are our signposts in a bewildering world. If we come to life's crossroads and we pick our direction at random, we've got little chance of success. But if we orient ourselves on our past, our future is assured. If you know where you've come from, you know where you're going.